send you a photograph of me signed. I can sign it. So there we are. Stephen writes, I'm really a big fan of your poems and stories. I've always wanted to ask you something. Whatever happened to your brother Brian and your friends Mart and Haribo? Well, I don't know whether you were watching earlier, but I told you about Haribo. Now, my friend Mart, my great friend Mart, he studied rocks. Yeah, yeah, he did. He studied rocks. And do you know what he became? He became the professor of geology at the University of Chicago in Illinois. And he is the world expert. All right, look, here is the Earth. Luckily, Laura's given me some satsumas. So look, here's the Earth. Now, you know, like you think you're standing on firm ground on the Earth. Well, in fact, the surface of the Earth moves a little bit. And if you think about it, there's big land bits and there's a lot of sea. Well, imagine it was like a piece of toast floating in a bowl of soup. The toast moves, and that's what happens to the big land masses of Eurasia, of the Americas, of Australasia and so on. They move, and you know what that's called? Tectonic plates. They move like this round the world. So it's like they're like bits of toast in your soup. And the world expert on that is Mart. Martin Flower, look him up. That's his name, and he's the world expert on tectonic plates moving. My brother Brian worked all his life at the Natural History Museum in London. That's not the same as the Natural History Museum in A Night in the Museum. That's in New York City. My brother, yeah, he's worked in the Natural History Museum, and very soon, look out for this, there's a new vid is going to go up all about my brother Brian working in the Natural History Museum. I'll just tell you this, he lives in a cave underneath the museum. He wears a leopard skin bikini, all right, he's got a big club. So it's all about my brother Brian. He's an expert on fossils. Do you know what a fossil is? It's an animal that got turned to stone, and my brother's a fossil. My brother looks after fossils at the Natural History Museum, and I've got a whole new video that's going to come out. You're going to be able to see that on the channel fairly soon. And I've got to give a shout out for Stephen's sister Stephanie. Hi Stephanie,